Hey everyone and welcome. Let's dive into something I think every parent out there thinks about at least once or twice.
Or maybe a million times.
Yeah, probably more like a million, right? We're talking about raising kids for success.
Yeah.
We've got this really cool book to help us out. It's called Raising Children Who Succeed.
It's like a guidebook, kind of.
Yeah, it is. Full of tips and stories. Plus, this is my favorite part. It makes you think about what success really means.
Yeah, that was the thing that got me. The book totally changes how you look at it. It's not about pushing kids toward like a fancy career or tons of money.
Right.
It's more like helping them figure out what they're already good at, like their own unique talents and passions, almost like a hidden superpower everyone's got.
I love that. And it's so true, right? We've all seen those families where the parents are like, my kid's going to be a doctor, lawyer, whatever, even if the kid's like totally not into it.
Yeah, yeah. This book is like, hey, hold on. Maybe let's just see what the kid actually likes first, huh?
Exactly. And one of the things that really surprised me was how the book talks about siblings, even ones raised in the same house.
Same opportunities and everything.
Yeah, totally. The book's saying they can end up with totally different paths to success.
Like they've each got their own like internal compass guiding them or something.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's where I thought things got really interesting. The book talks about how growing up rich doesn't always equal success.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, sometimes it can totally backfire.
Oh, yeah. They tell the story, right? About Megan and her kids.
Oh, yeah.
She was super successful, like showered them with designer clothes, gadgets.
That works.
And then bam, she hits a rough patch, loses some contracts, has to really cut back, right? You'd think the kids would freak out, but
Right.
total twist, they adapted, like no problem. Started finding joy in simpler things, Got way more resourceful.
It makes you think, right? Like, maybe having too much can actually hold kids back.
Stifle their creativity.
Totally. If they never have to struggle or figure things out, how are they going to learn to deal with real challenges?
And that ties right into this whole idea the book's got about building an environment that's both stable and pushes kids to be resourceful. They talk about boundaries, routines, rules.
Okay, so I got to be honest. When I hear that stuff, I picture, like, a super strict house, like almost military style.
Not at all. Think of it like a garden.
Okay.
You need those boundaries to like make the space, right? Routines for watering, weeding, and rules to keep the plants safe. It's structure, but not like super rigid.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's a much better way to think about it. So it's less drill sergeant, more gardener.
Exactly. You're helping those little sprouts grow.
Love that. So what kind of boundaries and routines are we talking about here? Like, give me some examples.
We'll think bedtime, a consistent wind down time, maybe a bath, story, quiet time. It tells the kid, okay, time to sleep.
Makes it predictable.
Exactly. Less fighting, better sleep, everyone's happy. And as they get older, maybe that means like no phones or screens an hour before bed.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
We need that rule too sometimes. What about like meals or chores?
Oh, yeah, great ones. Set meal times, even if it's just dinner, brings the family together, Predictable. And chores. Assign some that are age appropriate, teaches them responsibility.
When you put it that way, it sounds less like rules and more like good habits, family
Right.
stuff, But I bet some parents are thinking, yeah, right, easier said than done.
Oh, for sure. Not always easy. But the book's got some cool ideas about, how to deal when kids resist. Like, get them involved. Don't just tell them the chores. Let them pick which ones they want to do or make a chart together.
Oh, clever. Gives them some control. I like it.
Right. It's all about finding that balance that works for your family. We're not aiming for, like, military precision here. Just that good, solid framework.
Right. Speaking of frameworks, this thing about loving learning just grabbed me. The book's big on books, which totally took me back to my childhood, Some books, man, they just suck me in.
Oh, yeah. And the authors, they really nail this point. It's not about forcing kids to read. It's about making them want to read.
Totally.
So not just shoving those classics or textbooks at them, but like surrounding them with all kinds of books.
Like a whole library at home. Ooh, I like that.
Adventure, sci-fi, graphic novels, whatever.
And like making it special, right? Trips to the library, letting them choose, reading aloud together.
Oh, yeah. Even with older kids, reading aloud is awesome.
It's like a bonding thing,
Totally. Plus, they hear words they might not see on their own.
Makes it fun, not a chore. And then, you talk about the books. The characters, the story.
Oh, absolutely. Those conversations are gold. They get kids thinking critically, making connections to their own lives.
Exactly. It's not just passively reading. It's like active learning.
Now, here's the thing that surprised me. The book says, watch out for being a helicopter parent.
Oh, yeah, the hovering.
Yeah.
But doesn't that seem counterintuitive? Like, we want to protect our kids.
I know, right? But they say letting them face challenges, even mess up, is good.
They've got this story about Allison and her daughter, Michelle, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Shows up at a party. Michelle's got, like, bandaged knees from a bike adventure.
Totally. All the other parents were like, whoa, a kid with actual scrapes.
Exactly. It's like we're so busy protecting them from everything that they're not learning to be resilient.
Like falling down, making mistakes, that's how they learn to get back up.
Right. It builds grit, the
Okay.
stuff that helps them handle tough stuff later.
So it's not about preventing falls, it's about teaching them how to land right.
Yeah, and the book makes this other point that's really important. Our kids, they're not mini versions of us, right? They've got their own talents, their own things they love.
And those might be totally different from what we love.
Right. It can be hard for parents letting go of those expectations.
Like, maybe you always picture your kid being a doctor, but they want to be an artist.
Totally. But it's so important to support them, even if it's not what we planned.
And sometimes that means admitting we're not the best guides for that particular thing.
And that's where finding mentors comes in, right? If they're into something we don't know, connect them with someone who does.
Like that story about Simon.
Oh, yeah. Wanted to be a designer even though his parents weren't artsy at all.
Mom found him a mentor, a family friend who was a designer, and boom.
Yeah, he just blossomed.
Shows you we don't have to have all the answers. We just got to go to finding people who do.
Like, it takes a village, right?
Aid time.
Yeah.
And showing them all those different paths, different role models. That's how they learn success isn't just one thing.
Right, right. It's a whole bunch of possibilities.
I love that.
Hmm.
I think this is a great spot to pause for now.
All right, so we're back, diving deeper into raising children who succeed. And this time, we're going to tackle something super important, especially these days.
Oh, yeah, this is a big one. We're talking about social skills, right?
You got it. And it's funny, right? We put so much emphasis on, like, school, grades, all that.
Yeah.
But sometimes we forget about this other kind of intelligence, this social intelligence.
Almost like it's a secret ingredient for success or something.
Totally. In a world where everything's so connected, you got to be able to communicate, build relationships, work together. It's, like, essential.
The book actually talks about this shift, right?
Yeah.
Moving away from just focusing on IQ and really recognizing how powerful EQ is.
Oh, yeah. Emotional intelligence, that's the key. But honestly, EQ, sometimes it gets a bad rap.
People think it's just about being nice or whatever.
Right, right. But it's way deeper than that. The book, it defines EQ as, like, this set of skills that help you understand emotions.
Yours and other people's.
Exactly. Like having a radar, reading people's feelings, knowing how to react so you build those good connections.
So it's like knowing when your friend's down and just need someone to listen.
Oh, perfect example. Or realizing your sibling's getting frustrated and maybe giving them some space.
Yes. So how do we, as parents, help our kids develop this EQ superpower?
Well, here's the cool thing, EQ. You're not born with it. It's something you learn and get better at over time.
Okay, so it's like a muscle you can train.
Exactly. And the home, that's where it starts. Kids need to feel like they can talk about their feelings,
Without being judged.
Exactly. That's how they learn to manage those emotions in a healthy way.
So how do we create that kind of environment at home?
Honestly, one of the biggest things is just modeling it ourselves.
Ah, so we got to be the example.
Kids are watching us, like, all the time, right? They pick up on everything. So if we're handling conflicts calmly, communicating openly, showing empathy,
Then they're more likely to do the same.
bingo. It's not just telling them what to do, it's showing them how it's done.
Lead by example. Love it.
And the book talks about, giving kids chances to actually practice these skills.
Real life situations, huh?
Yep. Playdates, sports, anything where they're interacting with others.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Get them out there flexing those social muscles.
Ah.
This reminded me of that story in the book about Mary and her kids.
Oh, yeah, they were like conflict resolution pros.
Everyone was so impressed with how they could apologize, forgive, the whole thing.
Right. It's proof that teaching those skills early can make such a difference. Imagine, like, playgrounds where everyone knows how to handle disagreements calmly.
That would be awesome. Okay, so we've talked about social skills, but there's another piece to this success puzzle, right?
You got it. Financial literacy. It's something I think a lot of parents feel like intimidated by. But the book really pushes starting
It
early.
doesn't have to be like Wall Street level stuff,
No,
right?
no, no. It's about laying the groundwork, helping
Hmm.
them understand what money is, how to use it responsibly.
So like even with little kids starting small.
Allowances and stuff. Exactly. Even a small allowance, it gives them hands-on experience. And with that, you can start talking about saving, spending.
Even donating.
Yes. They start connecting money with their values, their goals.
It's like a little money lab where they can experiment and stuff.
I like that. And as they get older, you can add more complex stuff. Budgeting, the difference between needs and wants, avoiding debt.
This is making me think of something. The book talked about like introducing passive income, even to little kids.
I know, right? Sounds crazy, but it's about opening their minds to different ways of making money.
Like it's not just about getting a job and working till you retire.
Exactly. You can talk about how, owning a vending machine is passive income.
Oh, because once it's set up, it's making money even when you're not there working.
Right. Or royalties from writing a book.
So many possibilities.
And teaching this stuff, it's not about lectures. It's about giving them real experiences.
So involving them in family budgeting decisions, letting them earn money through chores.
Maybe help them open a savings account, track their progress.
Exactly.
Make it fun.
This is great. We've covered so much. Social skills, financial smarts.
Yeah.
What are the big takeaways here?
When it comes to social skills, remember, create that safe space at home. Model those good behaviors. Give them chances to practice.
Practice makes perfect.
And for money stuff, start early, keep it simple, make it fun.
These are like superpowers we can give our kids. They'll need them, that's for sure. All right, welcome back for the final part of our deep dive into raising children who succeed. And you know what? This part, it's all about that spark, that passion we want to see in our kids.
You mean like cultivating a real love of learning, right?
Exactly. And honestly, when I think about what makes people truly successful, it's not just like being smart or having skills. It's that inner drive, you know?
Yeah. That thirst for knowledge. They keep learning, keep growing. It's awesome.
It's like they've got this fire inside them, and it just keeps burning brighter.
And it goes way beyond just, getting good grades or acing tests. It's about that deep down motivation to explore, figure things out.
To make sense of the world.
Exactly. And the book reminds us that kids, they're natural learners. Just look at babies, right?
Oh, they're constantly checking everything out.
Touching, grabbing, exploring. It's like they're born ready to learn.
They really are. But then, as they get older, sometimes that curiosity kind of fades.
It's true. Especially with all the pressure of school, grades, all that stuff.
So how do we, as parents, keep that fire burning,
Well, we can build an environment at home that, celebrates learning, makes it fun to explore. And one of the easiest ways to do that is books.
Yes. This is what I was so excited about when I read this part.
Yeah.
It reminded me of being a kid getting lost in a book.
Oh, yeah. And the authors, they make this distinction, right? There's a difference between making kids read and inspiring them to read.
Huge difference.
It's not about forcing them to read stuff they hate. It's about, surrounding them with all kinds of books.
I'm picturing, like, a home library overflowing with books.
Yeah, exactly. Let them discover stuff that grabs them.
Adventure, sci-fi, comics, everything. And it's about those little rituals, too, right? Going to the library, reading aloud together.
Oh, reading aloud is magic, even with older kids.
It is. It's like a connection,
And they hear new words, cool language.
Like cozy family time and learning all rolled into one.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you talk about the book afterward.
Yes. What do you think? Who's your favorite character?
Makes them think, makes them connect it to their own lives. Okay, but this is where it got interesting. The book, it actually warns against being a helicopter parent.
The hovering, right. Sounds kind of counterintuitive.
Yeah, we want to protect them, but the book's saying that letting them face challenges, even screw up sometimes, that's actually good for them.
Right. It builds resilience.
I remember that story about Allison and her daughter, Michelle.
Oh, yeah. Michelle shows up at a party with, bandaged knees.
All from a bike riding adventure.
Yeah.
And the other parents were, amazed.
Like they'd never seen a kid with a scrape or a bruise before.
It's true, we've gotten so overprotective. But falling down, making mistakes, that's how they learn to get back up.
It's all part of building that grit, the stuff that helps them handle tough times later on.
So it's not about preventing falls, it's about teaching them how to land.
Exactly. And another thing that really resonated with me was this idea that, our kids, They're not just mini versions of us, you know.
It's hard to remember that sometimes.
You've got their own thing going on, talents, interests, passions, and those might be totally different from ours.
It's tough for parents to let go of their own expectations sometimes.
It is, but it's so important to support them, even if it's not what we had in mind.
And sometimes that means admitting we're not the best person to guide them in that specific thing.
And that's where, like, finding mentors comes in, right?
Exactly. Remember Simon? He wanted to be a designer, even though his parents weren't artistic at all.
Mom hooked him up with a designer friend, and Simon just took off.
It's a great reminder that we don't need to have all the answers.
Nope. We just got to be good at finding the people who do.
It takes a village.
The best village we can build.
This has been such a great deep dive. So, any final thoughts as we wrap things up?
Biggest thing, remember, each kid is unique. They're not meant to fit in some mold of what we think success is.
We got to nurture their strengths, celebrate their individuality, and make home a place where they love to learn.
Oh, and boundaries, routines, responsibilities, all that good stuff. It helps them grow, feel secure.
And don't be afraid to talk about money. Teach them about saving, earning, all that.
Make it fun.
This whole journey, it's amazing, but it's not always easy.
There'll be bumps, frustrations, those moments where you're like, what am I doing?
But keep talking to your kids, keep exploring together, and just believe in them. That's the most important thing.
And hey, if you want more, ideas and inspiration, definitely check out the full book, Raising Children Who Succeed.
It's full of great stuff. Thanks for joining us, everyone, and happy parenting.
You can download the book for free from our website.